Chase Grant here with the Athlete Market. I'm here with Mitch Morales. He's assistant coach at Utah Valley. He also handles the infield and base running, and he's also the assistant recruiting coordinator. We're here to ask him a couple questions. Question number one, what's the biggest reason players don't get recruited even when they're good enough?
I would say that they don't do a good enough job promoting themselves. It's so easy now to have a Twitter or an X account and post all of your video right there where we can get all of your swings, all of your defensive stuff, all of your pitches, whatever position you play at the click of our fingers. There's so many times we go on a Twitter account and there's not enough information there. I would say also guys love to post their buddies and repost all their buddies' videos and do all that stuff, and it's great. It's supportive. It's awesome. But it's a lot easier when all of your stuff is pinned to the top of your profile. So if I was being recruited right now, I'd have my Twitter account. I'd post to it daily, or any platform. It doesn't have to be Twitter. Twitter is probably the easiest to use, but I would post to it daily, and I would have my most recent videos at the top. So if a coach views my profile, they can see it right away, and they don't have to scroll.
Awesome. Okay, so what instantly turns you off when watching a recruit?
I think it's the little things, right? Like it's been talked about so much, but it's easy. It's easier to like cross a name off a list than it is to circle a name, right? That like whether that be like running hard, going about it the right way, your attitude, all that stuff. I think, don't get me wrong, like we love guys that show emotion, right? But with showing emotion comes playing the game the right way. It's super easy to show negative emotion and frustration. And when you're at a tournament and you play 3 or 4 games a weekend and you're showing all that negative emotion, it's hard to picture that player in the college baseball realm where they're playing 3 or 4 times a week over a course of 56 games, plus the postseason, right? And it's like if we have a bad day, that's 3 or 4 at bats. That's a super small sample size when it comes to a college season. So I would say just the controllable stuff, right? Like I said, it's super easy to cross a name off compared to circle a name, right? So handling the controllables, and then just winning, like wanting to win, whether that be a travel ball game, a showcase, a scrimmage, whatever it is. Just the competitiveness and the eagerness to win is a big piece.
Awesome. And then lastly, real quick, what separates the guys who actually make it to college baseball from those who don't?
The guys that make it, I would say, to answer that question, I would like talk about the floor and the ceiling, right? Like every level that you go up, obviously the floor gets higher, the athletes are better, the competition's better, but the ceiling is higher, right? The athletes are better, the competition's better, the stuff's better, the guys are more physical, all that stuff. But the floor increases as well, right? So when you talk about like floor and ceiling, the guys that make it at the next level, their floor continues to raise, right? So when they have bad days, their bad days aren't that bad, right? And I'm not talking success where it's like you have to be 3 for 4 or 4 for 4 or strike out the world in every outing. But when you don't have your stuff on the bump that day, can you still compete and get outs, right, and get through it? If you don't have your best offensive day with 4 hits and a homer and all this stuff, can you still be productive and help us win? I think that's like the biggest piece that separates the next level is that the floor continues to rise, whether that be in Division I and Division II and Division III. Like all those floors are higher than high school floors. And then even beyond college baseball and professional baseball, it's the same way. It's like when I got to pro ball, the guys, like everybody's floor just kept going up in that aspect, right? And you don't get the like, oh my God, that was horrible, and he stays horrible for that long, maybe in a bat, right, or a pitch or anything like that. But then you get back to that baseline that still helps you win.
Awesome. And then last thing, one piece of advice for a high school player who is trying to play college baseball.
I would say the biggest piece of advice that I would give right now, especially in the college baseball landscape today, is go to a place where you're going to play. I think you can talk about development and all these things, right? But like at the end of the day, like you need to play in order to develop, right? I think it's really hard right now for the high school player, especially, to get to college baseball and find a spot to play, right? Like high school players are getting to these levels, right? They're getting on rosters, but they're not playing, right? And then they're entering the transfer portal and they're doing all these things. And it's just like value your at bats, value your innings, right? You're going to be in a much better spot if you go spend 2 years at whether it's a lower level or a junior college or whatever it is, and you get a chance to develop and play every day and learn, and then get an opportunity to get to the next level, if that makes sense. I think too many kids are making the mistake of like, I have to go super, super I have to get to the highest level super quickly, right? Right out of high school, like everyone has those dreams and aspirations, but it's really, really, really hard to step on a college campus right now as a freshman and compete for like viable innings, right? And also too, like especially in the NIL landscape and all of that stuff, like put your place put yourself in a place where like you can earn your NIL money your first year or your second year and then go get it in your junior year or your senior year, if that makes sense. A lot of kids right now are trying to like go after that NIL money early in their college career, and then they're having to like drop down a level or go back to junior college or whatever, and then they're just never getting back up to it. So if that's something that really drives you, is a really like deciding factor is like the NIL stuff, then like put yourself in a spot where you're going to earn it, and you're going to earn it by playing, right, and putting up numbers at the end of the day.
Perfect, dude. Killed it. Killed it.
Right?
That's perfect. That's it. I'm going to end the recording. I think I just pause recording or